Hello, it's Flosstube day. It's the new day for the new homework, and I'm gonna do this every Monday. So my whole week has been about magical stitches. I'm hooked. This is so much fun. So I managed to do all my homework, and this is the doodle that I work from. Next week is not going to be like this. I'm just going to try to organize myself a bit better. So, the different homeworks. And this is all I have done. I haven't stitched anything without a week, except for my homework. So the first, it's a potion. And there is 7 ingredients, and we were supposed to collect them all. So number 1 was lace wing, something that flies. And in the beginning, I thought that I would stitch on my raven queen because there's ravens. But I found another one that I haven't touched for a while. So I chose a fairy instead, and this is my totally mishap coloring that was supposed to be black, but it's green and it's darker. And this is the first fairy. I'm gonna make one in each corner, and I really don't know what I was thinking here. Maybe I was optimistic. And I did 100 stitches in this one. 100 stitches doesn't make it go far, but a little bit. So, and then I need to clean as I go. I'm a bit in a hurry today because my oldest is going to the dentist to check her bracelets. Then it was leeches. Something that was stuck or sticks. So I did it's not father and son. I realized it's a father's love. But I did that one because it's really stuck. And I got 100 stitches in that one. I'm actually thinking about doing the face because I think I'll enjoy it more to stitch on it. And this is one of my oldest whips. I really thought it was dead, but I was going to throw it out. But this week, maybe this month, there's gonna be a lot of stitches in it. Because 300, 405, 900 stitches in just 1.5 weeks. That's pretty good. I don't love it, but it's gonna be nice on my wall. Then it was bacon horn, not bison horn, bacon horn. And that was something that was not easily acquired, or if you had to order something or something. So I did my Raven Queen, of course, because there's fancy floss, and in Sweden, now we have a store online that carries Mirabilia and all the things you need for it. I haven't checked the prices yet, but obviously we have one, but we didn't then. So most of the colors my mom and dad bought when they were in the States, and then I ordered some from Lakeside Needlework. So here she is, and I worked on this part. Maybe I got to here because 100 stitches isn't much. And then I used this for the 5th one, flaxweed. And why? I worked down here 310. You could work with the dark floss So did a couple of stitches down here, and that's the total progress on this for this time. And number 4 was not grass. Stitch on something with grass, and I had to do a new start. Snowflower Diaries, and I did, wait for it, the grass on April, like this. This is 108 stitches. You don't get very far, but I've started that one too. So I used that one. Check. Just gonna put it down, and then there was Boom Slang skin. No, I did some more on the Raven Queen because she obviously have a lot of skin somewhere here, and one over one. So I continued on this one, and then the last one, number 7, was something that you were enabled to do. And I actually did my Sunflower Diaries again, because you know what? Stitching Mummy, she enabled me totally. And I worked on March. I still don't know why you rave about the apple cider gentle arts, because it's not that variegated, and I don't know. It's nice to stitch with, but obviously it's being thin with you. So, and then I did some of the monthly challenges. I did number 1, Moan and Cry, and of course my father's love. It makes me moan and cry because the colors are so boring. But what do? I actually decided that this is the piece I'm going to use if I need to do a penalty stitch, because it's going to be done sometime. Not this year, but maybe next. So that's my decision. And then I did number 2, something with words on it, and of course it says March here, eller Mars in Swedish. So I did that one for that. Actually, I can't really grasp how many stitches is in this things, because this is like 500. That's a lot. Like that. And then I've decided that the sluggish project is going to be Lennon, because I restarted like 3 times. The howling for attention is going to be Father's Love, because it's really still howling for attention, and I don't know if any other challenges is going to fit that one. And 200 scary ones. I don't know that I have any scary ones. Maybe crows could be scary for some people. And then I could use my Raven Queen, but I don't know. So we'll see. And the last one is watch the movie and stitch, and I watched the movie without stitching. So I guess I'm gonna watch it one more time. It doesn't bother me a lot though. I like the movies, but I do like the books better now that I've started to read them. I didn't before, just watch the movies. And you actually miss a lot of events, or a lot of the story. Yeah. So, I was going to do kind of a weekly summary of my stitches, but I didn't do that this time. I'll have to do that next time. So, the week that is on now. Let's see. I'm just gonna have to find it. Here we go. Number 1, a project that you have modified in some way. This one isn't that easy. I don't know the word. Hard for me. Because I modify almost all my patterns. Because I stitch on 32 count, 1/1, instead of 28, 25, 8, whatever. So there's a lot of threads hanging down from this. I'm going to do my forget-me-not, and it's 200 stitches a piece this month. It won't get me far, but yeah. And I can bring this to have as a travel piece, and that would be nice. And let's see if I can show you the picture, because you might not know which one it is. Here we go. It is Heaven and Earth. This one. It's a mini. You might be able to read that. But anyway. So that's that one. I'm going to use it as a travel piece and put 200 stitches in it. Then it was stitch something on a cat, I think. That has a cat in it. I have one. Yeah, the Snowflower Diaries. I just have to start one more, because no other cats, and it's the, you all probably know which pattern it is, so just check it out if you want to. And there's a cat in May, and I can't really, if I tip it, yeah, you'll have to watch from that. There's a cat. I'm gonna stitch on the cat. 200 stitches. Whoops. And then the last thing was a project that has a ghost. And this one I'm really struggling with, because I don't have any. I don't particularly like Halloween patterns, because we don't really celebrate it as much as you do. Well, the kids go out to trick or treat, but nothing else. So I'm really not that fond of it. But I checked out some pattern on Pinterest, and I found a free pattern. It's supposed to be, oh no, it is supposed to be for pearls, hammer pearls, do you call it that? Plastic one that you can iron. And let's see if I saved it. I did on Pinterest. Really prepared, like every time, yeah? Let's see. Saved. Yeah. Candy patterns. This is free, and it's Pac-Man Ghosts, and this would actually fit above my hubby's computer. And I have the black Ada. I'm just gonna pick some colors that I have, maybe unbranded. So I'm going to start that one. My plan with finish 2, start 1 is not gonna work. And I don't really care, because I don't have that many weeps. So, I'll just go with it. And I don't have like 91 SU, Michelle. Or I think you're at 47. Could it be that, Stitching Mummy? Don't really remember. And all you're a full coverage, almost all. Don't know how you do it. I would be so shattered all over the place, because I actually like to have finishes. So Maybe I should show you where I'm at. I haven't stitched on this at all, but just for show. Here's the Lennon. I'm doing it 1/1 10 stitch 32 count Lugana. So, and the Snowflower Diaries, I really don't know what fabric it is, because this is, I got it from my grandma's stash when she passed, and it's coffee and tea dyed, so by me, but I think it's like 20 or 22 count Ada. Looks like Ada anyway. So I think that is my planning for the upcoming week. There wasn't a lot of homework, so I guess I'm gonna have some extra time for something else. Yeah, maybe. And I'll just spend my time doing the monthly ones. I haven't started a yearly one yet. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. And yeah, I'm not reading the books. I'm listening to the books as I stitch. So I can't really read anymore because I have to read the same line like 30 times because my brain is mushy and it doesn't work. So I have to listen, but that works. So that was my plan for this week. And I usually do a meanwhile in Sweden, but I don't know if we have any crazy stuff to report this week. We had a lot of snow, but now it's raining and it's gonna disappear, and all my shoveling is going to be in vain. I could have just waited so it would rain away, but I didn't. So let's see if we have some kind of, wait, I'll just check the news. I don't think we have anything strange this weekend. And when we don't have any news, they write about celebrities that got divorced, that got imprisoned, anything like that. It's like a gossip magazine when we don't have any news, and they seldom write about anything that's beyond our country lines. So no. And actually the hate towards Greta Thunberg has gone down a bit. I don't know the word for that either. This is mushy brain. They don't talk as much about it. No other biggies on Facebook. They're still complaining about our government. They complain, one of the ministers, I don't know, that might be totally wrong. One of the people that's in the government and in our regering, I don't know the word for that either, has dreadlocks. And obviously that's wrong. So they're complaining about that. Calls her a hippie, and yeah. And that they still do. And there's a lot of talk about our immigration politics. A lot. And there's have been for ages. So that's what you read about. people who don't get to stay, although they have work, kids that was born here, kids that have to be deported although they're kids. Yeah, crazy. And then they let criminals stay in Swedish prisons, which is like a holiday if you compare to their homelands. Because you get food 4 times a day, you could have a PS4, a TV, work out, study, like a vacation. Yeah. So people are a bit upset about that, and actually I could be too. It's wrong. So, and life update, I just watched Amy Love Toads, and she's quite candid about her struggles, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be, because maybe I'll just go into it a little bit. I have 2 chronic diseases. One is psoriasis arthritis, which means that I have psoriasis in my joints, in every joint, a lot of pain, and someone is calling me, but I call back. A lot of pain, a lot of pain medication, and more pain when it's this weather, like cold, warmer, raining. It's really bad. Usually I don't have inflammation that shows on the outside, which is hard sometimes. Like when I can't stand on the bus and there's a kid coming, or so I want to tell them, but I can't. I can't stand up. I should be in the handicap seats. So that's a bit hard. And when you deal with pain that much, you get kind of down sometimes. And then I have my other diagnosis that is connected to my depression and mental health. And that is, I'm bipolar 1, type 1. I have bipolar type 1. And that feels really, it's not fair. Life is not fair. And that makes me sometimes have a manic episode. And I never had a psychotic episode, but manic. And then depression. And I take medicine to kind of not go that high and not go that low. I don't know the word. And if I get manic, that follows a depression every time. And this time, yeah, it's my bipolar, but it's also that I didn't listen to my body. I got a sick leave about 3 years ago that I didn't take. I just kept on. And then in December of 2017, I really hit rock bottom. And I got a sick leave. Here we have, like, the doctor writes you a sick leave, and then we have Försäkringskassan that pays you. Anyway, so it was a mix. It certainly was my bipolar, but it was also that I didn't listen to my body. I just kept going. And that was really stupid. I know, but I always do that. Yeah, every time. I'm going to change medicines because they don't work. And I'm going to take lithium again. But the last time I did that, I ended up in the neurological ward because they thought that I had a stroke or a brain tumor or something, because I couldn't move my right side when I came in. But it actually was that my brain was swelling, and my eyesight got afflicted by it, and my right side. So I spent 2 weeks in the hospital, and they didn't know what. And then my doctor for my mental health came, and he knew that that kind of lithium could actually inflict that kind of biverkan. When you get sick from your pills. So that was a bit about it. I don't know if I'm going to address it anymore. Actually, in my highest high, I get really reckless with myself, with money, and I have a lot of actually quite funny stories in hindsight. Not right then, but now when I look back, it's like, yeah, I can laugh about it, although it was bad then. And then during my depressions, I get suicidal at times because I just can't stand it anymore. Never tried, never had real plans, but I can feel that I don't want to do this anymore. And the one thing that keeps me here is at those times my kids, because I don't want to leave them. I hope I don't start to cry. So it's a really difficult disease to live with, and it feels really unfair. And that's why I click with Amy Love Totes. During my depression, I have so much anxiety to meet people, to get outside, to exist at anywhere than in my house. So it takes a lot of time to get through that. And that's why I feel you, girl. I get it. It's really hard. I can book things and then no, I can't deal with it. So that's why I clicked with you. And I've seen all your Flosstube from the start and towards. And Bendy, Michelle, Garrett, I've seen all your Flosstube from the beginning until now. And Stitching Mummy, I did the same with you. Might been doing that with someone else too, but that's the one I kind of remember. So that was a bit about me. Maybe I can share some funny stories in some Flosstubes because they're crazy. Not that much depression because that's just not that fun. And now I am getting back to life. Actually, I am, but it took a year. Unfair. Maybe I should just accept it, because God doesn't give us more than we can handle, or my dad says so. So, Alicia was sick. She was home for a week, and I got bananas the last couple of days. Oh, mommy, you know that Family Guide clip? Mommy, mom, mommy, mom. Oh. So she's back to school today, and that is nice. Are you allowed to say that? That you really think it's nice? Maybe not, but I do. Oh, this was so much rambling, and so little little cross stitching, although I did a lot of stitches, but there's not that many whips. So yeah, it's the 11th of February, Monday. I don't think I said that, and it's Flosstube number 6. Anyway, we'll just see each other next time. Ciao.